So it's here, season 2 of Invincible is finally out, and I want to go what issues these are based off of. Okay, first of all, starting with issue 16 is everything I wanted for season 2, so I'm really happy about this part. With this being the origin of Storm Levy, and yeah, seeing what happened to the other members of the Resistance. Now, originally I thought that they would just build up his origin over time, but no, because they immediately jumped straight to his premiere issue. That being issue 24 and what we see happen. And that being the creation of Storm's disformity, and of course seeing the last remaining Mauler twin escape the rubble. And one thing I actually really like is that Cecil's talk with the Guardians is actually pretty similar, so that's one thing I really like about it. And of course that also means we actually have an introduction to Bulletproof instead of him just showing up randomly. Now I know I sound like every other Invincible nerd right now, but now I'm left wondering, how close are we to the actual Invincible War saga now? Because Angstorm's whole role was built up over time in the comics, so I actually want to know, how close are we and what is he going to do for until season 3 or whatever? Because we still haven't even got most of what would happen, what I'm predicting would happen, so whatever they have planned for for the next episode or the next part of season 2, I'm excited and I'm gonna be watching the moment they come out. It's that time of the week. Season 2, episode 2 of Invincible season 2 is here, and I want to talk about what issues these are based off of. And for the title card, the crack is growing to seem blue. I feel like this is either gonna be a representation of Mark's sanity breaking, and for us to be getting the blue suit. But I'm not going to be talking about this, I'm talking about what issues these are based off of. So if the title wasn't a dead giveaway, issue 15 is what this episode's mostly based around. And of course, issue 21, where we meet Darkwing's sidekick and what he's been doing for the past few, months at this point. And once again, they're accurate as well, seeing how the return of King Lizard is insanely accurate. So just know that the threats building up in this episode are going to have some massive effects going forward. This also draws some elements from issue 39, where we're going to be starting the Martian saga, which will last from this issue all the way up to issue 41. This is like a 3-episode saga, or issue saga. Just know that we're going to be in for some serious stuff going on. Also, finally, Duplicate and Immortal's relationship has begun. This will pretty much last the rest of the series. And if you didn't catch it, the same way Eve found out Retz was cheating on her is the same way Retz found out, they were in a relationship, because they didn't really say that they were dating. Now, I feel like next week's episode we're going to be seeing what happens with the Lizard League, and of course the start of the Martian saga. Again, I'm fully confident on the writers on this team. I'm so glad we are finally getting more episodes. I've been waiting for this for 2 years at this point. It's here, episode 3 of Invincible, season 2 is here, and I was so excited with this one, and I really just want to start talking about it. Alright, first of all, I let my friend borrow my compendium, so I don't really have the issue for this one. But just know the first 22 minutes of this episode was all about Alan the Alien, and it's literally shot for shot panel of this issue, whatever it is. I'll check whenever, he reads up to that part. But the main part of the episode mostly focused on issue 25, this being, I'm trying not to say so much spoilers, because this episode was just insanely important going forward. But issue 25, this is the main part of the episode, alongside a few issues before this. There was actually Monster Girls and Robots Date. So yeah. Alright, so now I'm getting into spoiler talks. So leave if you don't want to get spoiled for possibly the next episode. But we're totally getting Oliver next episode, and I'm so excited for this. This just might be my opinion, but Oliver is one of my favorite characters, so I'm really excited for this, for him to show up in the next episode. I know it's going to take forever for him to actually be an adult, but who cares? It's here, season 2, episode 4 of Invincible is finally out, and I want to talk about the issues that these are based off of. So first of all, yes, this is the mid-season break for season 2. We won't be getting any more episodes until 2024. And first of all, I want to say thank you for actually following me along for every episode I've been reviewing. So here are the issues that I think these are based off of, I said in my last video I let my friend borrow my compendium, so I don't have them right now, so I'm going off of memory. But first of all, the thing I was mostly excited for, we finally got Oliver. He plays a massive part going forward, so I'm happy we got that. I know he's not really a fan favorite, but I like it. He's like the bratty younger brother, so. But here are the issues. Issue 26, issue 27, issue 28, and I think issue 29, but I'm going mostly based off the cover art here. Either way, they covered an entire arc in one episode, and that was split into, like, plot A and plot B. So I'm really happy they managed to fit everything in here. A lot of the, I think 26 was mostly just saying what Nolan was up to, so I'm really happy about how we just saw it with no words, and how sad this episode was. The opening scene following Nolan after the events of season 1 was honestly really sad to watch, especially since that black hole scene. I'm not gonna say what happens, but you know if you watched it. Speaking of which, I really like how even though the comics ended, they're still adding pretty much stats to how strong Viltrumites are, seeing how he was withstanding the force of a goddamn black hole. Now for what I think will happen in the next episode once it comes back to episode 5, I think. I feel like we'll be covering the Guardians of the Globe and the Martian Saga, so I feel like that's where it's going to be heading towards, because that is like, I know I say it about everything, but it's super important going forward, mostly for the story of Retz and Duplicate. So again, thank you guys for following along if you've actually been following along, and if I have been showing up on your For You page. So thank you guys. The moment episode 5 comes out, and the moment the teaser or the trailer comes out for the rest of season 2, I'm gonna cover it, I swear.